Welcome to the Be Your Own Answer podcast, empowering good people like you to amplify your voice, your message, your movement. We believe that when 10,000 uncommon leaders step into high-level platforms, we will transform and heal communities across the planet. It's time to be your own answer. And now your host, Nerissa Street.
Welcome to Redefining Good, the Be Your Own Answer series about effective change. In today's episode, I ask you, it's not lonely at the top, so why are you so isolated? For over 2 decades, I've worked with community organizations and progressive business owners who want to make a positive impact on their world. What I've noticed about a lot of the well-known organizations is that they are driven by a passionate and charismatic leader. The leader is unafraid to speak for the mission of the organization and usually attracts a large amount of followers who want to help make the mission successful. At the same time, work in this space can feel terribly isolating. But why is that? Especially when the work that you're doing is positive and impactful? Well, the founder of a nonprofit organization is usually 2 things: unhappy with the way things are and visionary enough to feel that they can change what's in front of them. When you start out, you spend a lot of time convincing people around you either that something is wrong or you're the one with the solution. When the rest of the world is comfortable with status quo, your drive to change things will have you launching with just the dream of a better world in your heart. It's the same in business. When you launch, you're driven by the wild vision of innovation in your mind. And a lot of times you face ridicule. Worse, apathy. Sometimes you luck out, like the founder of Mercedes-Benz. Carl Benz, the engineer of the first motorized vehicle, wrote in his memoirs that only one person stood by me during those times when I was headed toward the abyss. That was my wife. It was her courage that enabled me to find new hope. That said, you may have come to expect that you have to go it alone. Here's today's radical insight. You do have to go it alone, but only in the beginning. Once you've made the commitment to the work that you've been called to do, I guarantee you that you will find people in alignment with the work as well. You just have to be open to see them. And you have to be willing to give up the title of visionary. Being isolated in good work is the mark of something called founder syndrome. It's when the founder is so defined by the cause that she can't let go when it's needed. When your identity is wrapped up in your work, especially if it's for a good cause, your need to get it right can intimidate others. If you find yourself surrounded by people who wait for your approval to act, that also means they won't offer to help. The word isolate comes from the Latin derivatives of island and insulate, to make yourself into an island. Let me tell you, you don't have to be an island anymore.
Want more inspiration in the palm of your hand? Pick up Nerissa's copy of 31 Days of Yes and have it delivered straight to your device. Get it at beyouronanswer.com/get31days.
I'm going to give you something to practice. Here it is. Think about something that you have no problem doing yourself. It should be something you're pretty used to doing on your own, and it should be pretty simple. Now, here's your practice. Ask someone to do it for you without any apology or justification. Tell them it's just something you need. Feel free to leave this message right here and come back to it. Tell me. Send me an email. How comfortable are you asking someone to do something for you? Again, how comfortable are you asking someone to do something for you? Whatever feelings you have right this very moment, will be amplified when it's high stakes. If you right now think you have no one to ask, you're wrong. What you may actually have is no one around you who wants to disappoint you, which is a problem if you want to have any impact. The people you serve want to grow, they want to improve, and they want to thrive. In order to do that, they have to feel safe taking risks. Do you give people permission to take risks with you? How will those you serve find their own strength if you're always carrying? Must everything be perfect? Or can things be done in a way that you didn't expect? Or is it that you can't see yourself in any other role, asking for help, needing assistance? Can you see yourself in that way? All that fear is isolating you. I understand you might be scared, so start small. Ask for one thing. Here's the truth. All people with sustained impact on their community have networks of support. They're intentional about cultivating partners, mentors, and sponsors. So, my colleagues in the field, the world is calling you to step up your good game. Don't you want your great community impact to be there after you've gone? It's time to bring the idea of radical self-care to community leadership, and then to the businesses and organizations we run. I understand if you're just stepping into a new role as a change agent, you may feel a little out of place. Maybe that's why you're scared to ask for help. That's okay. That's the next episode in the series titled, You Are an Imposter: How to Lead When You Don't Fit In. Subscribe to this podcast here and turn on notifications so you don't miss an episode. And tell me your thoughts about this series. Comment on our YouTube page or send a direct mail to beyourown@gmail.com. Catch us again.
Thank you for listening to the Be Your Own Answer podcast. Share this episode with someone who needs it. Find us at beyourown.answer.com.